I figured we were due for a house update and a bump date. Let's do the math. We're hoping to be moved into this house in 34 days, and I'm having a baby in 42 days. So we're cutting it kind of close, but this is our favorite part of the house. This is our porch. Is it so dreamy? It's like a nature reserve back here. If you could only see the animals, the deer, the birds. We're gonna need to get some sort of fence for Scout so she doesn't go back there. But we are so excited. So much has happened in such a little amount of time. So I'm gonna give you guys kind of a sneak peek of where we're at today. We're almost there. You guys wanna see it? Let's go. So when you first walk into the house, last time y'all saw this, it was no drywall, I don't think. But look, the staircase. Something that I did in this house that I was kind of worried about but excited about was I wanted the trim to all be like a taupey color, and I wanted the walls to be white. But it's a really subtle, it's not too dark, it's just very subtle. And then the baseboards and the trim are all a taupey color. I mean, look at this. Does that not look so precious? We have our laundry room. The floors are covered. We've got Jenny's new room. And look, we wrote verses in every room. Strength and dignity are her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come. She opens her mouth with wisdom, and the teaching of the word is on her to give, I think. Proverbs 31, 25 and 26. This will be her bathroom. Her little vanity, and her bathtub, and her closet. And then we have a powder bathroom, Tyler's office. So this is just primed. It's not gonna be blue. It's actually gonna be that trim color. But look, we have these beautiful French doors. French doors here that lead into his office. And then you walk in to the living room. And look at that view. I love these vaulted ceilings, and I love the fireplace. So the fireplace is slightly that taupey color. Eventually I'm gonna stone this whole fireplace, but they didn't offer that with the builder here. And because this is not a fully custom house, there's a lot of stuff we're gonna do after we close. Obviously not right away because I'm having a child. But do you guys want to see the kitchen? I did something kind of crazy. I didn't do white cabinetry. I did wood. Natural wood, and I love it. Should I show it to you yet? Should I make you wait? I might make you wait. I'm gonna make you wait. Because I'm mean like But just so you know, the kitchen is right there. And then here's our bedroom. Okay, so our bedroom is all color drenched in that taupey, warm taupey color. But look at the windows. This is our view from our bed. Is that not so peaceful and so amazing? Okay, I'll show you the bathroom. So then you walk in here. You can see our cabinets here, our shower. Now, this builder normally only tiles to the ceiling, only for the shower. And I begged and begged and begged and pleaded that they would allow me to go all the way across behind the bathtub, and they did. And I think it looks so good. Like, isn't that, can you imagine if the tile all stopped right here? It would just look so much better to be the whole wall. I'm thinking I'll probably do some sort of like a box trim or something on this little pony wall corner, and maybe take it over to here, but we'll see. That'll be, there's lots of projects to keep doing, you know? We also had them raise the shower head because Tyler's so tall. But this will all be like glassed in. And you walk in here and you have our closet. We wrote Colossians 3:14, but above all these things, put on love, which is the bond of perfection. And there weren't any verses about using the toilet, so we didn't put any in there. Maybe I should have. Be swift and get out of there, Tyler. Okay. This will be our bathroom. Our sink area. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do for lights. But they just put the cabinets in the, let's see, and the countertops in. Kind of a basic option. But again, not fully custom. It was the best that I could pick, and I think it turned out great. All right, then you leave the master bedroom. I'm not gonna show you the kitchen. But this is the dining room, right off the kitchen. And this I'm really excited about. Long term, I wanna have like a bench seat right here. And then we're getting a new dining table right here. I have 2 light fixtures going up here I need to measure for today. And those 2 art prints that we have that look pretty much just like this view. You know, the ones I've used in my old dining room. Maybe we could show the footage. Are gonna go right there with the 2 light fixtures. And then we have a basement down there. Now, the basement we're actually not finishing yet. We're gonna do that this year, maybe in a couple months on our own. And I'm trying not to show you the kitchen. Yeah. Now, I could show you upstairs, but there's not really much to show yet. The boys' room is being painted this week. They're bringing in appliances this next week and flooring this next week. And then the kitchen I'll show you maybe at the very end. We also have a butler's pantry, like a little wet bar thing. It's coming together. Do you guys think we're gonna be in time? What do you think? What did I say, 34 days until we move in? And what did I say, 42 until we have a baby? Oh, and our lease is up in 36 days, or 35 days on our rental. So let's hope that we get in on time. So there was one dramatic thing, well, there's been lots, but the most recent is this house next to us. For some reason, our temporary electrical box is on their side of the lot line. So they had to go through the city to get it all moved, which they've done, but then they didn't know if they had the guy that was gonna come out and essentially jackhammer, which you can hear him doing now, and dig a hole to remove all the electrical. And the best news is, he's right there doing it. Yay. I think his name is Mikey. Thank you, Mikey. They told me that that was the one thing that could hold us up from being in on time. Everything else has been pretty on it. Okay, I've got to go take some measurements to figure out where I want all my lights to go. And then Mama's getting a prenatal massage. This was a very quick video, a quick update, but I felt like so much was happening with the house. If I didn't try to jump in now, the house would be done. So we'd go from, you know, nothing to something real quick. Next time, I don't know if I'll give another house update. Well, I could show you the outside of the house. You know, we bricked it. The back of it is siding, and it's painted this taupey color. And then the brick is technically that same taupey color. It looks kind of white. But the shutters, you guys, the shutters are gonna be so beautiful. The doors and the shutters are gonna be this very faint light blue. It's gonna be so great. All right, y'all, thanks for watching. Love you all. Tell me that, send me some good positive thoughts that I'm gonna get in before I have a baby and before I'm homeless, really. That's the bigger issue. I have friends I can stay with before I have a baby, but where will all of our stuff go if we have to be out and we can't get in? I'm just believing that the Lord has it all in his hands, you know? Okay. See you next time. Bye.